title. Did you think you could have had more today in that game against Morton?
Yeah. Can you hear me, Peter? Yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, we were excellent first half, totally dominant. But the game was pretty even in the second half. But you need to explain to me the rules of handball. We had a penalty given against us last week. And then today, the young lad Russell has put two hands to the ball to stop a shot from Martin Boyle. And it's everyone in the main stand can see it. It's a penalty when the crowd go quiet. And my players and my staff and myself are just bewildered by, the referee's not giving a penalty. I wasn't happy with the ref's performance. I know it sounds like me moaning again, but I think he was very pro-Morton today in a lot of decisions. But the big one, he's got wrong for us. No qualms about the penalty that Morton got. This rash from Darren, who's had an outstanding season. And even after that, we've missed good chances, which has been the story of our season, really.
Yeah, can I ask you, Neil, and I know you're a passionate guy, I know you're a winner, a guy who likes to win, and I think that's something that, maybe Hibs haven't had, as passionate a guy as yourself. I mean, Alan Stubbs delivered the Scottish Cup, but you're trying to deliver a league title to get them back to the top flight, and you've played with top clubs, you've been a top manager at Celtic. Is it maybe the frustration that you're so close now, you just want to get it over the line, that the tension's getting there, and and everything, you're frustrated by it all?
Yeah, I've been a nightmare at home for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, it is a constant source of frustration when we are in control of games and we can't put teams away. And at 1-0, Peter, when you're 1-0 up, you just never know what will happen. Penalty last week, penalty this week. And, I've come away from the game today again with my goalkeeper being a virtual spectator. Because we're not ruthless enough, without Jason Cummings, we lack other goals, apart from McGinn, maybe, and Boyle. We've missed easy chances again today to, take the lead or go further ahead. But we're not getting much help from the officials. Like, we've touched on this week, 5 red cards we've had this season, 3 rescinded. I mean, is that a record or something? I don't know. And again, I think the referees made a big call against us, really big call against us.
Now you've got Queen of the South, and then after that, it's Aberdeen. I mean, your players have been magnificent this season, Neil. Are you saying to them now, give me one more performance of that standard, and then you'll be in that team for the semi-final?
Yeah, there's places up for grabs. I may even look now at changing the way we play. To try and get more goal threat, or someone to score more goals for me apart from Jason. It's something I need to think about this week. I think we're near enough there in terms of the title, which is, for me personally, means a lot to me. It's a big achievement, as good as anything I've achieved at Celtic. It means a lot. And then we got a semi-final where anything can happen on the day, but we will have to play very, very well against an Aberdeen team who are in tremendous form at the minute.
And before you leave, as the last question, I never like to dwell on relationships, but how was the cuddle for you with Jim Duffy? Did it mean as much to you as it did to him?
I was a little bit nervous, Pete, to tell you the truth. He's a big man, Jim.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, listen, I've got so much time for him, got a lot of respect. I think he's one of the best managers out with the Premier League. I think he should be a contender for Manager of the Year. We had a disagreement, and there's a lot of noise surrounding it as you get when I'm involved, but there's no ill feeling, and it's done now. I just need to go to Hampden and see what the outcome of that's going to be. But as far as my relationship with Jim's is concerned, it's back on track again. Yeah.
Did you call him, or did you speak before you embraced on the touchline? Was there a call made this week?
Yeah, he texted me. He tried to call me last week, but I'm still, in the huff when I left it because I'm a big kid. And then he texted me yesterday. I got back to him this morning, and we were to and fro with the texts, because life's too short, Pete. Especially with someone who you like a lot and have plenty of time for. But I wasn't pleased with what happened that night, and you know, I've got to defend myself now at a tribunal, which I think's relatively unfair, but there are a lot of other people out there who think that I'm as much to blame as anyone else.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'm going to leave you with this thought. I know that you said that, you know, you've been in a huff, but life's too short.
Is this one of your funnies, is it?
No, I'm thinking, well, I'm thinking to myself, you might be in the running for the manager of the year. You might be up on that stage at the PFA Awards. Don't go in a huff with me before the end of the season, okay?
All right, man.
Top man. Brilliant, Neil.